Yeah, I mean, I think the thing to think about, so one is to have an impact on healthcare, you have to realize that you don't have to just be an MD to have an impact on healthcare, right? A doctor is a recipient of the technologies and the innovations to be able to disseminate that knowledge to cure people, help people. But really, to have an impact on healthcare requires innovations in all sectors, right? Policy, regulatory, technology, bioscience, bioengineering, chemistry, and computing is just one area. And I think one of the things to realize is that people have a mobile phone and that you take this thing for granted all the time, but the technology that goes into this has so much crossover impact, right? Just because somebody built a game called Angry Birds and everybody uses a lot, doesn't mean it's just solved one problem. The research that went into solving those algorithmic problems actually has a lot of applications outside of it. It's finding researchers that can take one problem that somebody solved and taking those concepts and solving a different problem. So I think one of the things that society should realize is that computing is solving some really important problems, and it's just not for entertainment, right? That a lot of things that are driving innovations right now is that computing is like at the forefront of that. And people don't notice that, right? That's the thing that society doesn't really notice, is that the biggest leaps that we've had in sustainability, in electric vehicles, and in healthcare have actually been all computing driven. If you think about battery technology, so battery chemistry has plateaued. So if you look at the last 5 years, batteries have kind of basically barely have changed in the last 5-10 years. It's the reason why these things last longer is because computing has advanced. These things are more efficient, not necessarily because battery technology is better. So I think computing is what I call the multiplier. So if you have a therapeutic that works 5% of the time, the computing can be the multiplier that makes it work 30 or 40 or 50% of the time. So I think that's the thing that society should realize, is that computing is actually a multiplier on things that we've kind of stalled out on.